Welcome to Sanika and Journey. Today we are going to explain you something so important. If you want to move abroad, you cannot do it without our suggestions. Now you can do the good one.
Oh, I like the start. Just this thing was a bit creepy one, yeah. Welcome to our channel if you're new here. I'm Sebe.
And that's it.
When we were young, 17, 18, 19, something like that, becoming young adults, we really wanted to move away from our home countries. And I don't know, it was just this feeling that I just want to go, you know. Nothing much more. It's just I don't want to stay here. I was thinking exactly like humans, we are nowadays like birds. We can just go wherever we want. So why we should just stay in one place? So then I was all the time daydreaming about moving to wherever in the world. Even at some point I was thinking about moving to Pitcairn Islands. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but
I don't even know where it is.
That's an interesting one. Think twice if you want to move there. It's not the best place to move abroad.
Why?
It's a little island in the middle of nowhere. There are like 30-40 people who live there.
Why you wanted to move there?
To get away from the society. I don't know.
We okay?
Mine was a little bit more achievable. I wanted to move to Norway. I mean, at least I know where it is in the map.
So yeah, in the end we ended up moving abroad, but some very important steps before that. And I think the first is understanding why you want to move away. Like that's the core, I think, of everything.
And the reasons can be multiple. It can be that you want to move to have a new experience, to get out of your comfort zone. It can be that you want to have more opportunities. It can be that you are escaping something from your current life. But knowing that before moving abroad is very important to know how to approach to the entire moving abroad, but as well to your present life.
So if you are moving abroad, for example, because you want to escape something from your current life, the fact is it will not just banish all your problems, you know, once you move away. It's just they will still exist. You just kind of push them somewhere away, but most likely they will come back at some point in your life. So of course much better way would be to understand what are the problems and then fix those. Like for example, for me it was I didn't like the weather and the atmosphere in my country.
In the winter time, when it's dark and rainy and it sucks.
Well, these are Nordic problems. But yeah, it was kind of too, how can I say, not boring but unenergetic.
I'm so happy I could scream.
I wanted something more, a little bit more lively, I think that's the word. In my life, and I felt like this atmosphere that I was having here was kind of limiting me. But again, of course that wasn't just my country or the weather, whatever, it was also the people I hang around with, you know. And if I would go in a new country, maybe I would attract these kind of people to me, and then nothing would change.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and we are talking now about this, and we tell by experience because we were actually escaping something when we moved abroad, and it was we realized that we were the reason why we were moving abroad when we were already abroad, and it would have been much more helpful if we would know or realize these things before
and kind of fix the important things or like kind of serious things before going, that when you go you don't have to all the time think of your kind of where you left, like what is happening there, what do the people think of me, whatever, like if your parents don't approve of whatever, or you live even without telling your parents or family, whatever. I mean, I would like be pretty transparent and discuss about these things before you make such decisions. But still we think that going abroad is amazing and you definitely should do it. Do you agree? Yeah,
Yes.
I think it really can change your
But
life.
one thing of a foreigner living still abroad, one suggestion is don't think that exists such perfect place.
No.
Because believe me, it doesn't. Even in one of the best countries in the world, there will always be things that you don't like or you don't approve, and you need to settle for something or you need to fight for something else. So don't think that by moving abroad you will solve all your problems just because the country you are going to is better than the one you are living from. There will always be challenges and things you don't like as well as things you like. It's just always your attitude towards these things that make the difference.
But it's still a fact that people are different. So if you're very, for example, introvert, maybe some place that is full of, I don't know, where you need to, in order to have a good social life, you need to be very like socially, how can I say, active. But then there are, if you are socially active and the country is full of kind of socially, how can
awkward
I say,
people.
awkward people like now in Finland, then it might be difficult. But of course, still in Finland, where we are now, you are able to find people who are not like this, who are really
you just
open
have
and-
to attract the right people by having the right attitude and like go to places where you are accepted exactly as you are. So, and this usually is by starting from international places. So even in Finland, of course, before finding real friends, I had to go inside of an international community, because otherwise, well, with the pandemic as well, it would have been too difficult. But whatever is the reason why you want to move abroad, once you figure that out, just go for it.
Yeah.
Because it's an experience that will change your life forever. Will teach you so many things. Either is a good experience or bad experience. And by the way, who decides what's good and what's bad?
Yeah.
Still, you will learn a lot and you will grow a lot. You will develop yourself, either you are aware of it or not.
Yeah. So if you feel this sensation inside of you that you really want to go, that's something you should do. Don't just push that feeling aside and think that it will go away. You know, all my family and friends are, you know, going to college, doing that, whatever. Just follow what kind of your heart is saying to you and sort things out in a way that you can do this without creating a lot of problems in your life in general, like going to really big debt or anything like this. Like, do it, but do it like smartly. I would say.
And this is a concept that we learned by doing it, by experiencing, but also by reading this book of Paulo Coelho. I don't know if it's a right pronunciation, but I tried. And it's called The Alchemist and talks about the personal legend, listening your heart and what you really want to do, because it can be that your heart, your soul knows already before your mind can catch the reason why you want to do certain stuff. So it can be that there's this kind of fire inside of you that knows that moving abroad would be a good choice.
So I think you can be happy even if you don't travel the world and see different places. But if you really have this fire inside of you that tells, I don't think that you will be like happy with this decision forever. I think you might regret it at some point if you know that you had the opportunity but you felt kind of too scared that something might happen and you didn't go. Because actually there are millions of people who have done it, who are doing it all the time, and I'm sure if you just do a little research, sort your life out, you can do it for sure as well.
Since you are already interested in traveling and new experiences, make sure absolutely to watch this video that we made before about how traveling was a life-changing experience for us.
And remember to stay kind and meaningful in your own beautiful journey. Thanks for watching. Ciao.